Nissan break boundaries performance of the day is undoubtedly Daryl Mitchell, who's taken New Zealand to the T20 World Cup final. Let's see what Maila Jayawardena made of that fine knock. Gee, New Zealand and their unlikely heroes, Maila. Daryl Mitchell, I don't think he would have played that knock in his life in a T20 game, certainly, because he's never opened in that slot before this tournament.
Yeah, but he does open the batting for his domestic team, and he's been used as a floater many a times as well. I think it just gives you an idea, what someone can produce in a big game because he had nothing to lose. He just comes into a game and it is a big game. You see the nerves initially, like he wasn't timing the ball, he was struggling to, but he fought through that situation, and once he got
Hmm.
into that, I think with the help of Conway, who took a little bit of pressure away from him, and then Nisham coming in and in those big couple of big overs, just gave Mitchell that extra couple of overs to settle down and calm his
Yeah.
nerves, and then um, you see what New Zealand saw in him, the potential of big hitting,
Hmm.
tall batsman who takes on the fast bowlers quite easily. I was listening to the commentary. He grew up in Perth. Probably played his initial part of his cricket in Perth. So yeah, I mean, it was amazing knock, and this is what New Zealand does to you. They just
Yeah.
produce some amazing performances in big tournaments, and especially in World Cups.
Yeah, when you're batting run a ball 28 in a chase with the asking rate climbing, and then you finish the way you do, is that possibly the toughest situation for a batter in a T20 game when they run a ball, they're struggling, and you think this is going to be one of those worst nights? Is that perhaps as hard as it gets for a batter, Myla?
Yeah, I was feeling sorry for him at one point, especially against the spin that he was struggling to get anything
Mm.
going, and he was trying hard. But one good thing is like he never threw away his wicket. I think one reason for that was because the other end, someone was actually keeping the score ticking, and the emphasis was less on him. But I can just imagine the guys in the Dakar thing, saying like, either you get few big hits or you get out, because they had a couple of other batsmen who could probably do the job. But what they didn't realize was that if you bat deep and you're the one who can see the ball better, you know how the wicket's going to play, and once you get into that kind of rhythm and you see what we can do, it's just amazing. Probably one of the best semi-final knocks on
Mm.
chasing target. I mean, it wasn't a huge target, but
Yeah.
it was daunting after that first 10 overs, because they were like 58 for 2 or 60 for 2 or something in the halfway point, and it was always going to be tough, 10 runs and over from that point onwards. And uh, to be honest, I mean, when you look at it, anyone who hadn't seen the game would think it was a canter. Like, they got
Yeah.
it so easy.
Yeah, yep, that's exactly it. The scoreboard will not tell you the entire story as it turns out for Daryl Mitchell. But Maila Jayawardena, thank you very much for taking us through what's been a wonderful innings, one that Daryl Mitchell and New Zealand remember for a long time. That wraps up our Nissan Break Boundaries performance of the day.